subscribers. I'm going to make a quick video this morning with this box from GNC. I know everyone loves boxes. Nice crinkling paper. This is what was inside. Herbal supplements. Energy formula improves mental alertness. Enhances physical performance and fuels metabolism. Got a notification. U.S. National Weather Service has issued a major wind advisory for our area. They claimed that they could not put earbuds in this phone because of all of the functionality, but I kind of highly doubt that. I mean, I had to buy an adapter for it in order to make the earbuds work. I had to buy a USB adapter, a USB-C adapter. It has this type of input, USB-C. Right there, in order to make it work. And then they made you buy one of these with the phone, an Anchor USB-C to USB-C charger for the phone. My last video was done using a screen recording, and I screen recorded the camera, so it was not done in your typical style, but still, hopefully it still made some nice sounds. I'll show the new phone by recording with my old one sometime. It is Wednesday, so maybe I'll do one tonight, Wednesday night. Box tapping. For many people, box tapping is the best. They love that. So I decided to do that. If you'd like to show support, that link is below. It's greatly appreciated. Ow, man, sorry. Got this headache. I can't get rid of it. It takes me Excedrin. I don't know how this sounds. I wish I could have a mic in here. I think I'm going to try my mic out in a moment. I ordered these 2 weeks ago, back when we had the money in there to get it, and because they claimed they didn't have any more, and they were gonna, so I thought, well, I'll get what they have. I got 2. Amazon claimed to be out, now they claim they have them again, so I could have waited. I didn't know they were going to have them back in stock. But they did. They've taken all the kidney this Galaxy S5 of mine very soon. The OtterBox was bulky for that. Originally, that was the fingerprint scanner right there, and that's the way they went. That's the way they did that. Battery 5%. So this phone's actually lasted for an entire day. So I'm proud of it so far. I fixed some black-eyed peas earlier today, and I put some base salsa in it, mild salsa. I thought that might be pretty good. It was alright. It was pretty good. I've done that once before, but it didn't taste like it has before. I don't know what the deal was, but I fixed a lot of greens earlier. Some delicious asparagus, and I cooked some Brussels sprouts. Tried to make them in the air fryer, but the Brussels sprouts didn't get soft enough, probably because I didn't cook them for long enough. So I cooked them on the skillet with some butter and water and some garlic powder, onion powder, stuff like that. This is the adapter right here that's needed by UTech. That's the adapter that's needed to work the USB for this phone. USB-C to USB 2.0 and 3.0 adapter. So I keep that on hand all the time. I have so many different chargers, cords, switchers, HDMIs, micro SD cards, SD cards, readers, extenders, adapters for the extenders, like this stuff right here. This right here goes to these chargers for when I don't have one of these. So I can plug that to that so that this is plugged to this and will charge the phone. I have these by Ugreen, and I plug the readers and adapter up to the reader up to the adapter, which goes to the phone. Then I can read my files in the cards or transfer stuff from this phone over to them. I gotta keep up with all this stuff, but speaking of keeping up with it, it's kind of weird. I'm getting used to that because I'm used to the classic. I'm used to the classic USB like that, and 2.0, 3.0, and to the USB-C or micro USB. And most everything you have today has a micro USB input, like most Anchor products have that. But this one for the phone is not that way. For fast charging, they expect you to use the USB-C to USB-C, and it's weird. But hold on. Let me ask you a question. They try to claim that the new Samsung phones would be too bulky if they put, maybe they would due to the processors and everything, but because there's like 6 to 8 gigs of RAM and 128 to 265 gigs of memory storage. But this was my Samsung Galaxy S5 right here, and this right here, it was you can see Galaxy S5, and it was super thin. It was super thin. They had no, and this was an unlocked phone that I got from Amazon. But this is the same thing right here. This one quit, so I had to get another one. And they put earbud inputs right there, earbud on this thin phone, and an infrared sensor for using for your TV, your Blu-ray players, DVD players, VCRs, televisions, converter boxes, Rokus, Blu-ray players, any type of box you could use this phone right here with the infrared sensor. It would work as a remote, a TV remote, or a Sony speaker, a speaker system remote, whatever. And it was an air conditioner remote, anything. I used it for my Frigidaire air conditioner, everything. And then later, they got rid of the removable batteries. was awesome. You could take the battery out, and then you could take your SIM card out and the micro SD card, and for expandable storage. Now you have to take. Honestly, I miss these. I do miss the way they worked. I love the performance on the new Samsung phones. I absolutely love the performance. It's great for messaging, for drawing, for streaming, and the battery life. The battery life was not so great on these. Once they started getting older, they last you 30 minutes to an hour. When they started out, it was like 5-6 hours. Then over time, it became like 30 minutes, and it would overheat and shut down. I went through several of these. I'm still managing to let this one make this one work using the hotspot of this phone or the router at home, because I still want to use the camera and make videos and pictures with it. So I'll still use this for music and stuff as well, because I still have YouTube Music downloads in it. So I'm using this one at times too, as well, for all of those purposes. But the battery life will last you about maybe an hour at the most, probably more like 30 minutes. But actually, since I got this other phone, the battery's been better in that one. Crazy, right? But yeah, I had, that's just the way it is. I now have to take the adapter, like I stated, and plug this up and transfer files to the cards or hard drives or thumb drives from this phone, because if you don't want it to go to your Google Drive or Google One or the Google One, the cloud, if you don't want it to upload directly to the cloud, then you can transfer files over, remove what you don't want, and keep what you do want on a micro SD card, or upload what you want to choose into the cloud. So, this is a great phone, I will tell you. But I still love my other phone as well, my old phone. I remember I went from my LG Shine flip phone, then I went to my Motorola Atrix, and I thought the Motorola Atrix was great. It had amazing features. And then after the Motorola Atrix, back then there was less data to use, though. What I'm saying here is there was less data that you had to use. It didn't take up as much power. It didn't take up as much battery life. It didn't take up as much storage and as much memory and as much data on the go to do things back then as it does now with today's 4K video streaming and some 8K out there. But my allergies, hold on. Okay, so with higher quality and higher amounts of apps that you're using, it's going to bog that down more. So, there's always a trade-off. This phone is showing it's getting around 290 megabits per second at home, which our internet is supposed to be 300 megabits per second. So it is getting what it's supposed to mostly. Even though the router is supposed to be capable of 800 to 1200 megabits a second, I think. So even though we only pay for 3. Alright, I'll do another quick video with just these triggers in a moment. I'll share the new phone and stuff like that very soon. So, thank you. And sweet dreams.